What's going on, fellas? Jimothy Spyder, as always, joined by my partner, LeRoy Cannonball. We got another appearance from these Carolina Panthers, and they're in a bad shape here, big guy. Down 12. Go ahead and let the folks at home know exactly how we got to this point.
Yeah, Spider, pretty soon we're going to have to change the name of this show to Jimothy Panther and the Carolina Cannonballs. Jaguars get the ball first. A very nice, long, methodical drive spanning almost 5 minutes. The handoff to Travis Etienne Jr. to cap it off. Put them up early. Now Panthers stuck here, 4th and 2 at midfield. Choose to go for it. Jesus Colon throwing it short. A little table route out of Silas Mitchell Jr. It's enough to get the first. Coach Detroit trying to take some of the heat off of Poop Jesus. Calls for a handoff to Julian Washington. Untouched, 11 yards out. Tie ball game.
Jacksonville coach VFL looking to fire back. Speaking of that, Trevor Lawrence fires this one in. Beautifully executed. Odell from the 30, the 20, the 10. He's gone, Cannonball. 75-yard score for the former Cleveland Brown, Odell Beckham Jr.
And we've had a lot of fun at Poop Jesus' name. He didn't have the best game last time we saw him, but we got to put some respect on his name because look at these dots, Spider. And then another one, dropping this one to Michael Armpit, man. Beautiful touch out of the young Jesus Colon.
Whatever you do, don't touch my colon. Poop Jesus finding his favorite target, Christian Kirk Hammett. He has got to be their best offensive player, and you cannot leave a man like that wide open. Now, one play later, Coach Detroit dialing up another pass, and it's a great call, hitting Tommy Tremble in the back of the end zone. Now game tied at 14, 3rd and 6, and I believe you were saying something about dots, Cannonball? Trevor Lawrence unleashing the dragon on this throw. Got it! DJ Chark Jr., a lot of juniors on this team, big guy.
And you just saw right there why Trevor Lawrence was so highly touted out of college. This is just a throw that not many people on this earth can make. Panthers go 3 and out. Now Jaguars got another chance to add points. 3rd and 4, Trevor Lawrence making another highlight, but this time for somebody else. Demetrius Flanagan Fowles.
Flanagan Fowles, what a good name. I don't know whether to reference Flanders from The Simpsons or make some type of bird joke.
And with your rambling indecision, you end up choosing neither. Good choice.
Panthers a huge takeaway and a chance to get points before half here. Colon throwing another ball for the big tight end, Tommy Tremble. That's going to set up an easy 3. That is so key of a drive, Cannonball.
Panthers get the ball first at halftime. Only down 4, going play action. Poop Jesus nearly sacked, able to get away from it, throwing on the run. And that's the young man Tanner Muse out there saying thank you very much.
Jacksonville trying to widen the lead, giving it to Etienne Jr. Got a lot of space, a missed tackle, nice little spin back. 22-yard tote for number 1.
3rd and 8 in the red zone. This is where games are won and lost, Spider. Lawrence, no pressure, clean pocket, delivering the strike to Andrew Beck. That boy Beck on the sideline singing, I'm a red zone weapon, so give me the football.
I really thought we made it clear that you're not supposed to be singing on these. Now Jacksonville up 11, feeling very comfortable. Gonna kick it to Duke Fowler. I swear these teams are just made up of musical artists, birds, and juniors. And look at the blocking, Cannonball. He's past midfield and nobody's gonna catch him. The 30, the 20, the 10. Duke Fowler putting his team back in it at home.
Everyone's high-fiving on the sideline. It's a party. They missed the 2-point conversion, though. That is somewhat key. Keeping the lead at 5. Jacksonville, no time to waste. Drive straight down the field. Got the ball at the 7. 2nd and 5. Trevor Lawrence, no pressure. An instant rollout. I'm not sure how sim that is, Coach, but I'm not the commish. Big answer after that special teams touchdown. And that is where we find ourselves right now, Spider.
Both teams having a great year. Jacksonville finding themselves at 9 and 4. Of course, Carolina's been tearing this league up at 12 and 1. And Coach Detroit of the Carolina Panthers is now tying DJ Jazzy Jeff for the most appearances on Spyder and Cannonball at 3.
Carolina starting this 4th quarter running the football and getting a quick 6 from Julian Washington. Now 2nd play of the 4th quarter. Look at that RPO, that little bubble screen out to DeVoe. They love that play. This one a little bit of window dressing, but the concept is the same.
Now 2nd and 1, sending Christian Kirk in motion. Gonna be a ball for Washington, who's just gonna fall forward for a couple.
Yeah, you look at his stats, they're not very impressive, but they run kind of a two-headed monster out here in Carolina. Washington, of course, sharing snaps with the young man Silas Mitchell.
Now 1st and 10 from the 30, play action. Just a dump off to Washington. Nice little juke back at Shaq Griffin. Laying the good wood.
Yeah, you know, some might say that probably should have been a fumble. He's coming out of a juke animation and gets hit out of his shoes. If I'm Coach VFL, I'm a little tilted that Washington holds on to that football there. Poop Jesus with the drop back. Got the open Tommy Tremble. He's been tearing him up today, Spyder.
Oh, I'd hate to see what the score would be if we took away Tommy Tremble. And I love that name, too. You know, I've been told that I make the ladies tremble.
Well, in your case, that's probably not a good thing. I know you're trying to spin it. From the 6, Carolina gotta have it. Hand off to Washington. Not much. Might have to rely on Poop Jesus. I know you don't want to if you're Coach Detroit. But this run game's getting stuffed. It is going to be a drop back. Tremble again, finishing off the drive and keeping Carolina in this football game.
They just don't go away. That's what's tough about these Panthers. We've seen it a couple times before. They just have no quit in them. Doesn't matter the score. It's very tough to beat someone who is locked in like this. Trevor Lawrence, shotgun snap.
Oh! This should have been a house call. One of the only times the HB out route has been covered this whole season long.
So T-Law, very happy to have that ball back. And he's played almost a perfect game here besides that throw and the one pick earlier in the game. Now going off play action. A lot of time back there, throwing it up into double coverage. I don't think this is the throw. And he still almost comes down with it.
Not sure what coach is looking at on this play. I don't think it was ever open. Understand believing in your stick skills, believing in your click-ons. But you're playing with fire. You're throwing this ball.
Now 3rd and 10 from an empty set. Quick throw, and he read it all the way. Bobby Okereke had the pick last week in Atlanta, and low-key should have had 2. Dropped one in the end zone. He is playing lights out.
And you got to give credit to the player. I understand that. But also remember, this is Coach Detroit out there reading it from the beginning. Detroit's on the sideline saying, you threw the pick on first. You threw the pick on second. You know, God dang it, I'll make it happen myself.
Poop Jesus taking a lot better care of the football than he did down there in Atlanta. And actually having a very respectable day. Quick throw to Tremble. Can he beat him? He does. He's going to split the defenders and take it for the quick 35-yard score.
Said it earlier, Tommy Tremble has been that guy today. And again, Carolina looking to get a 2-point conversion. Shotgun snap to Colin. In traffic, not gonna get it. So losing points by the second here, still taking a 1-point lead though.
You know, sometimes you chase those points and it ends up costing you more in the long run. I agree with the call, but it's tough that you miss 2. Jacksonville trying to keep their heads up. This would be a pretty big meltdown here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10. Lawrence got a free rusher, just had to throw it off. Not very close to the intended target.
5 minutes left in this game, a very tough 3rd and 10. And Coach VFL kind of switching up the look here, now going under center. Very interesting call. Quick little slant to Chris Carruthers, saving the drive. Takes a shot at the end, way to hold on to the football. Now after a 4-yard run on first, it's 2nd and 6. Lobbing it up, there's 3 Panthers in the area. Not sure about the decision making from Coach VFL down here in crunch time. A lot of dangerous throws.
3rd and 6. Looking left, DJ Chalk just sitting down in the open zone. Good play, another big conversion. And DJ Chalk is having himself a great game out here in primetime.
Yeah, I like what Jacksonville's doing. They're showing a lot of grit on this drive. Now 1st and 10.
Lawrence drifting, firing over the middle. It's picked. Brian Beckford. And Cannonball, let me hit you with a mind-blowing stat here. The young man, Brian Beckford, he's had an interception in every broadcast game the Panthers have featured in. 3 games, 3 interceptions. One of them sealed the game in Detroit. This one, you can argue is almost just as important.
Brian Beckford, more like Brian Ballhawk. This guy's got a nose for the football. My heart will always be in Tyree Gillespie's hands, but Brian Beckford has given me some second thoughts.
Carolina and Coach Detroit trying to close this one out. 3.5 left. Hand off to Silas Mitchell, cutting it upfield. Nice hole. That's going to be enough for a first down.
If I'm Carolina, I'm running the ball as much as I can. I know Colin's played pretty well. I just can't trust the young man. There's a cut. Washington! Breaking the shoestring even. Julian Washington. Underrated, very strong running back. And it is looking bad for Jacksonville.
Jacksonville stuffs the run on first and second down. Now got a chance to get off the field here, 3rd and 7. It is worth noting they did have to use 2 of their timeouts to stop the clock.
Hoop Jesus, shotgun snap. Drifting backwards, falling back, throwing off the back foot. Deacon Taylor's there to yick it. Nobody's in front of him. From midfield, the 40, the 30. Spyder, he's gone.
Oh, an 83-yard pick six from Poop Jesus. We've seen the Jesus, and now we see the poop. This is the worst decision we've seen the young man make in 3 broadcast games. Deacon, the tool man Taylor, taking it all the way back, flipping this game. Now Jaguars trying to get 2, make it a 7-point game.
Trevor Lawrence maneuvering left, see if he could run it in here. Firing back across the body, almost never a good decision. And it's picked but tackled. So Poop Jesus finding himself down here, one last chance to avenge his sins and keep the Panthers undefeated on broadcast.
Man in motion, they're going to fake it to him. A nice seam ball for Silas Mitchell. This is going to get a huge chunk. 27 yards. Also going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Being out here in Carolina, big guy, I thought I'd bring up, you were a Panther for about 2 weeks, weren't you?
Yeah, but I couldn't tell you much from that time, Spyder. Basically, the latter half of my career, I just spent chasing fast cars and even faster women. I do remember I came to Carolina originally because I told my agent, get me the F out of Oakland. It's bad when you got a guy coming to you say, you could even trade me to Cleveland, just get me out of this place. Gonna get DeVoe on a comeback route. That's about half of what they needed just on that one play.
Well, to me what's interesting is that you said you were chasing fast women. I prefer the slow ones. That way if they do start running away, you got a chance to catch them.
That's not what that phrase means, not in the least. But I'm not surprised that you don't understand that. Also, why are you chasing after women running away from you? That's some serial killer type behavior.
Well, that's a question for another day. A 5-point game out here in Carolina. The young man affectionately named Poop Jesus trying to complete the comeback. Running play action here. Going to the fullback, and he kills Miles Jack. Just completely demolished him, Cannonball. That fullback, Siwu Olinalua, showing the young Miles Jack who is boss. 1:20 left, a handoff for Mitchell. Just a 1-yard gain, and that's the injury timeout. That will take their final timeout away from Jacksonville. And now Carolina on 2nd and 9. A quick throw. There's nobody to the right side of the field. A touchdown for DeVoe. Some type of miscommunication, and Carolina has taken the lead.
The defensive breakdown at the end of the game. Who knows what happened? We're going to have to wait for some post-game press. Maybe someone will throw someone else under the bus.
Panthers now going for their 3rd 2-point conversion. Trying to make it a 3-point game. Gonna run this from shotgun. Drifting left. Throwing to the middle of the field. It's picked. Adrian Amos. And he's got a lane here, Cannonball. Famous Amos. Is he gonna take... This is a pick too.
You gotta be kidding me. No one's gonna catch the kid. It gives Jacksonville 2 and puts them up by 1. Adrian Amos. I've never even seen a pick 2, Spyder, and for it to come in this moment.
Poop Jesus strikes again, somehow throws a 103-yard interception return. I mean, this is unreal. I don't even know what to say.
Congratulations, Jaguars. For the first time, you made Spyder speechless. But this game isn't over. They stuffed that run. Carolina, of course, going to use a first of 3. Gonna have to get at least 1 first down, maybe 2. I'm not a clock magician, mathematician. Now choosing to throw. Interesting decision, VFL. Now throwing this ball away, and I hate the call, Spyder. Are you okay now?
No, I'm fine. I just, I need a second to catch my breath. I do think it's a very interesting call to throw from shotgun on 2nd and 11 there. Throw the ball away. Now you're stuck backed up 3rd and 11. Carolina, a very real chance of getting this football back. Lawrence. Lofting one up towards the right sideline. OBJ completes the catch. Gets rocked at the end of the play, but I think that's going to do it, Cannonball.
Jacksonville digging deep at the end of the game. Finally putting these Panthers away. Remember, they had a 12-point lead to start the 4th quarter. It's crazy that it still feels like an upset because, of course, Carolina has played so well throughout the season. But Jacksonville let them back in this game, able to finally close it out, thanks mostly in part to famous Amos, Adrian Amos, the pick 2. What a game out here. I mean, this league just keeps producing banger after banger. Get us out of here, Spyder.
Thanks so much for watching. It's so nice having you with us. I've been Jimothy Spyder. Of course, he's LeRoy Cannonball. And in association with the NEFL, this will conclude our Week 15 broadcast. We'll see you next time.
We out.